Happy Thursday, everyone. So we're a bit low on volume and on ES and NQ this morning, so I don't anticipate a trade. We are up on volume in gold. However, we are in a bit of a ranging area. My overall bias for gold would be somewhat bullish right now, but with it being in this chop range, I might sit on my hands till we break above or below. We'll see what the Algo does. No entry still yet. Still in this middle range of chop, so for me manually trading, I wouldn't have an entry just yet, but we'll see what the Kratos Algo comes up with. But we need a little bit more breakout of this area. My overall bias would be bullish. No, leaving the clothes on until I get my Lambo. Yeah, awesome. I've not ran the Kratos Algo on these settings, so if it was ES or NQ, I would say it'd probably be pretty consistent. But we know that there are times with GC with gold that it can be somewhat sporadic and consistent for a month during a certain time zone, and then be consistent at the opening of Asian, London. It kind of can jump all over the place with the way that it's traded worldwide. So we'll see how it plays out long term. But for now, the back testing for this month looks decent. So until we see otherwise, I'll run it this way. And then if I have a bias for myself and it doesn't line up, then I may not take the trades. But for now, I'm going to run this on a 150k prop eval before messing with any funded or cash accounts, and see if we can get a few passed or have to do a few resets. That's one of the beauties of being able to leverage prop firms, is I can run a new algo setting or new algo and only be out $100 or so, as opposed to tanking a live account. Yeah, correct. I'm okay with losing $100. When I first started trading, probably 7 or 8 years ago, a couple of years before COVID, I was trading and learning options, and I got pretty comfortable with some small trades and put $3,000 in a live account. And let's just say in I lost that $3,000 in about 30 seconds. So I don't do that again. I learned theta burn the hard way on a Friday. Which is the beauty of futures, is you don't have to worry about that. As soon as I entered the trade towards the end of day Friday, I was instantly out of the money. If you're in here, could you please hit the like button so maybe we can start getting a little bit more exposure, maybe some others joining. Let's see, let's take a peek real quick at, yes, it's also in this range on ES and NQ. Super low volume, so the algo wouldn't be looking for trades on ES and NQ. We're right at our 0 DTE. We do have positive gamma ahead on above 68.90 on intraday, which can work to repel price. But we have negative gamma on NQ, which can help to work like a magnet and draw price. So we'll see which side leads the other on ES and NQ. So we'll leave those alone for right now. We'll focus on gold since we have good volume, good correlation. Just I would like to see us get more out of this range to the upside. We are above our point of control. Yesterday we had a couple winners out the gate and then a max risk loss. So yesterday we did lose about $420. But prior to that, not a significant amount of large drawdowns outside of that one loser all the way up until November 10th. Again, we are in a little range chop area. So at this stage, the algo hasn't seen anything that it likes just yet. For me, this would be kind of what I would be seeing. Target that weekly opening in this value area this way. But we need to get above this area. Really need to close above this. Get some candle closes above that. As far as low volume on it, that's December for you. Um, Once you get past the holidays and shopping, Black Fridays, the volume kind of ticks down for the first few weeks or so of December a lot of times, and it usually picks up going towards the end of the year. Last year, on the ticker trends algo, Dulles Apertus, we went on like a 60-day win streak with pretty good volume. So it's the nature, it's the seasonality of the market. Just a little cool off period. People getting their shopping done, taking a break from the Thanksgiving, and then it starts to pick up. So I'm trying not to interfere because I've only got this running on a couple of top step 150s, but you can't see it just because they use Project X. It doesn't show on my screen, but I did take a quick scalp, 566. I did want to stay in it because I'm trying to let the Algo, but I just took this apogee trade here, entered here, and then took profit just right up here at the top of apogee to kind of show you the method to the madness as far as using the apogee indicator, and your overall bias was bullish. So let's see what the exact price. So 42.36. So I got the fill right about here at the bottom of the apogee. That was my entry, and then my take profit was above this area here, right at my fill was at 42.41.90. So this is where my fill was. And I would have stayed in it, but again, I'm trying to let the algo do its thing and not be in a trade. But so we did the accumulation, the manipulation down, my entry here, and then took profit above there just for a quick scalp while we let the Kratos algo play out. So any of you that have the ticker trends algo also should have access to the apogee indicator. But so far, the algo's not liking this price action, this kind of range area it in. Obviously, Kratos is more of a trend following system. So it'll, as far as gold, it'll look for trades up until kind of mid-hour. Yeah, the apogee indicator is can make you some quick scalps that add up. I mean, just that few minutes there, a little under 600, and I did copy trade it to a second account. And yeah, technically it's on an eval, but you see how it works. That's the same way that I trade my live and funded accounts. But while we were waiting on this trade, I saw the setup, so I took it. Hey Rob, let's see, in the Discord, it wasn't letting me add you as a friend. to help you with. I think it was you were trying to get, was it access to Kratos? Let's see. I had to put on some filters for non-friends as I got started to get too many message requests from people I'm not familiar with and spam. But for you guys that I do want to talk to, it's caused some issues. But when I was trying to do it from my phone earlier, it wasn't letting me. So let me see if I can. I think it's because yeah, it says on your end is not accepting friend requests. They'll have to add you to become friends. Yours is the first one that I have gotten that error. Yeah, and I just tried to, and it says you're not accepting friend requests. So let me see if I can turn off my settings to add you. Well, while I wait to see if Kratos is going to take a trade on gold. Okay, I'll do that. Let me see. You found the setting faster than I did, so let me give it a whirl. I'm not completely savvy with all the security settings and stuff on the Discord servers. I know when I tried to add you, it prompted me to verify I was human, which it did not do for most others. Alright, so it looks like that one, the accept went through, so I should get a notification. Getting a nice little spike here on gold. Again, if I was manually trading this and not trying to interfere with Kratos, I would have stayed in. My targets long term would have been up here. This would have been the first target, the weekly opening, and this here. So that would have been our weekly opening from Tuesday 1700. Or sorry, it's not. This is need to put it on ETH. Be weekly. On gold, it starts. It would help if I take it off the here 1700 Monday, whereas ES and NQ would start Tuesday weekly. And this is our session open 6:30, and our daily at midnight if you're East Coast. I'm in Nashville, so we're 1 hour behind. So Rob, I got your message. So the deal is it's traders posts that we use to automate the algos. Right now I'm able to share the strategies internally with you guys, and you don't have to load it on your charts. However, Michael has informed me that that feature, for whatever reason, is going away. So I didn't have anything really in the other options other than trading the algos myself and limiting those to you guys, or go ahead and upload them to TradingView and share them. So that's what we're doing now. We're just going to allow you to load the strategies and run whatever tickers ESNQ that you like. Gold would definitely not be my focus. ES and NQ would be, and you can run them independent on whatever you want. And then when the time comes, we'll have one set account to do the hedge fund model. So I'll send you a link for you to sign up, and it should automatically give you access via the WAP link that I send you. And then you can kind of, the settings, I made a video in the Discord that will show you the settings for ES and NQ. So we only have just a few more minutes where, as far as gold, that Kratos will continue to look for a trade. It just doesn't like this kind of this range area that we're in from yesterday. Again, it really wants the true kind of the, and we're starting to get above this area. Let's see what it looks like. But it may not be soon enough. Yeah, we really want to get, actually, and it would be, yeah, it probably would want to close above this area before it would have confidence of getting out of this range to the upside, the weekly opening, and to our kind of our dealing range here, which kind of lines up. So I don't see that happening within the next 5 or 10 minutes. So most likely we won't see a trade, but that's just the algo doing what it's supposed to do. It is a trend, more of a trend following system. So we'll just give it a few minutes, and the few small scalps that I took may be what I get as far as today until Kratos is completely done with the session. Rob, I'm sending you a direct link on the Discord um, to set up to get access to the Kratos on your charts. Just pay attention that there is a code, so you don't have to pay the 1,500 or 15,000 to get started, since that's something we've already handled. So make sure you put in the code, and it'll take care of you on that side. And then the settings are posted. Now, what's important is if you start running the alerts for yourself, you need to unsubscribe from the ones that I've shared with you in traders posts, so that way you're not getting double signals. So once you're confident you have your settings set up, just unsubscribe. They'll at least be on until like the 22nd. So, but by then most people should have the indicator loaded to their own charts, running their own alerts. Just important to unsubscribe to the strategies that I've shared with you in traders posts. Create your own strategies and alerts and run it that way. And yes, these are the gold settings that I posted last night. But it's in this range, so it would need to get above this area here. And it's not going to happen within the session window that it looks for. It doesn't like this kind of ranging area. But I did take a small scalp on Apogee while we wait. We were waiting. I would have stayed in it, but I was trying not to interfere with the entries or what the algo might take on my prop firm that I was using. So this was, I played off here, off this apogee, moved manipulation down, entered here, and then took profit up here for, and that was on my top steps. 566 on those two accounts. Those are evals, so that's what I'm testing on the gold settings, since that's kind of a new territory outside of what we typically are running. ES or NQ, but there were no volume on the ES and NQ. You can see we're still in this range area as well on ES and on NQ, so the algo doesn't like that, so we would need to have broken out to the upside or the downside for it to hop into a trend move. But other than that, session window for gold is now past us as far as Kratos concerned, so I'm gonna hop off this stream and I may do a different stream for some manual trade setups that maybe we can find.